And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Right there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew, short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's... And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short little throw to Ebron. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own
final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 28-21, the final score. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And here again comes Gardner Minshew. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Johnson, the ball.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
The tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Minshew. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shifts free at the 15. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
On the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the Steelers.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Able to get away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Minshew sets to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a 1st down. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
At the 24-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Back to throw. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everybody.